Just had a really long day in the NICU. I saw so many moms, worked with so many babies. They're great, but
work is hard.
work is hard. But good thing today is my last day working, and then I have tomorrow off to prepare Zoe for leaving us for the weekend, and then we are leaving for our baby moon. I have never been, Lucas has never been, and we just figured, when else are we gonna have a chance to go somewhere by ourselves and see the world? So that's where we decided for our baby moon, and we'll be there this weekend throughout the beginning of next week. And then we'll go pick Zoe up. So preparation starts now. I gotta go home and start packing for Zoe, start packing for ourselves, and then start just preparing her for a whole weekend with grandma, grandpa, and her aunties and uncles. Bye! Dad.
On my way home, I was starting to feel kind of stressed, thinking about all the things that I still need to do in addition to packing for Zoe and ourselves and getting her ready for the weekend away. So I started making a mental to-do list, which just made me even more stressed. Once home, I got out of my scrubs and into my comfy clothes, then looked into the mirror and told myself, "You got this." Since Zoe was still napping, I took the opportunity to tidy up the house some. Not sure if it's just me, but the last thing I want when I come home from traveling is a messy and dirty house. Traveling can be so tiring, especially when you're flying 10-hour stretches. So I wanted to make sure that everything was put in its place and there wouldn't be any mess to trigger me when we got back home. Plus, who doesn't love a clean house? Right about then, Zoe was up from her nap. She was in a really good mood and asked for some snack. I opted in for some avocado since her hands have been flaring with eczema and I wanted to avoid as much allergens as possible. She also requested for some plant-based chocolate milk, which she already had some earlier in the day, so I diluted it with the original flavor to keep the sugars down. We're so grateful for milk alternatives like Ripple. I don't know where we would be without it. After snack time, I took her out for a quick walk so I could keep her in one place and have an intentional chat. I briefly laid out what would happen the rest of the day, who she can expect to see, and what she can expect to happen. I told her in a very excited tone that she would get to see her cuckoo, her shushu, and her grandparents later tonight, and that she would get to sleep over for the weekend. When we were done with the walk, I started working on Zoe's meals for the weekend. I stuck to really simple recipes, such as roasting gogumas, which are Korean sweet potatoes that, if done right and caramelizes well in the oven, can be so delicious. And all you have to do is bake it. Of course, while I was preparing food, Zoe came over and asked for more food. And I grabbed some stuff from the fridge and got to working on our vegetables. I think in general, vegetables are really hard for toddlers. While I was cooking these cabbage, I was honestly wondering, will she even touch this? The most success we've had with veggies in the past was when we either minced it up and hid it in some type of omelets, or if we diced it so small that she accidentally consumes it with her rice. But exposure is exposure. So we'll cook it and send it with her. Lastly, I grabbed some easy frozen meals for grandparents to do breakfast or snack if nothing else works. This includes Taiwanese scallion pancakes, Korean vegetable pancakes, and chicken wontons. These are our safety net foods. If all else fails, at least grandparents have these to rely on. I packed everything into Ziploc bags so it'd be easy to transfer. Got all of her food ready now. These are the frozen stuff. This is stuff that needs to be refrigerated, stuff I cooked, and then quick lineup of her allergy-friendly snacks. These are plantain chips. These are mochi rice cakes. Both of these are from Trader Joe's. And then just Quakers, rice cakes, and then some nori, seaweed. By this time, I got a phone call from Zoe's Gugu telling me that she was on her way to pick Zoe up soon. So I took the chance to do another bonding activity with Zoe in order to chat again about where she is going this weekend, just so it's fresh on her mind. One of her favorite chores to partake in is putting away clean utensils for the dishwasher. So I let her take charge of that. Then I set her on my lap and mentioned that she'll be leaving soon. She wasn't ecstatic, but she didn't cry or fuss at the end of our conversation. Last thing I had on my list for Zoe was just to pack her clothes. This is the easy part. I shoved everything in and Gugu was right there on time. She loves her Gugu, so it makes goodbyes pretty easy and seamless most of the time.
下礼拜见。
I think I get more emotional than her, to be honest.
爸爸亲亲。
Okay, see you later. Bye-bye.
好，拜拜。
真是。
好了，可以关门了。Bye.
Once Zoe left, I got packing ourselves. I think this part stressed me out even more than getting Zoe ready to go, but...
It is now 9 o'clock. We should really be in bed because we have to be at the airport tomorrow at 6 a.m. 6 a.m.? 6 a.m. So we're waking up at 4 a.m. So next time we see you, I'll be at the airport. Are you feeling stressed?
No.
Are you excited?
Yes.
Do you think we forgot something?
Well, too bad if we did, because we are already here at the airport. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you in Hawaii. Bye!